Hey guys, so let's have a really quick chat about multi-consultant sales and what they actually are. This is going to be a very basic chat and meant mostly for the ladies that are onboarding. So don't look too much into it. You can make your own decisions once you actually start doing these multis. But I'm hoping to give you guys a little bit of information just so that you know what these multis are. So first of all, what is a multi? So multi is short for multi-consultant sale. A multi-consultant sale is basically a Facebook group, which I'm sure you guys are members of one or, way too many of by this point. But they're basically Facebook groups which contain both consultants and customers. And this is where consultants will post inventory most likely once a week, and the customers will buy the inventory there. That is a multi in a gist. And basically, the consultants will be uploading their photos a day or so prior to the start of the sale. 2, how does a multi work? So there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. So I'm just going to call it the front office, which is the sales group, the sales Facebook group, which you guys are all part of. But then there is also a back office group. The back office Facebook group is where, let's see, what would be posted? The sign-up sheet for when to upload your photos. Maybe jobs, if this group requires you to have a job, maybe customer complaints, maybe questions from the consultant. So this is where all the communication and the actual work is done. It's in the back office group of this multi-consultant sale. The best thing for you guys is if you're going to be doing a few, to stay organized, because different multis have different requirements. And if you're doing 5 and there are different dates, of the month, you do want to put everything on your calendar and you do want to make little notes so you don't forget what you need to do for every multi. Okay, how to find these multis to join. So there are 2 ways that I'm going to tell you about. One way is through your team. So our team has a few multis that you can participate in already, just for being a part of our team. Danielle has a really great one on Sunday night. There's also one on Thursday and one on Friday. And I'm going to make this video public, so I'll share in our group the names of these multis, but I won't share them on the YouTube video. So what you guys want to do is you can join all of these great multis and try it out for the first week, just so you can learn what you're doing. Then there is a large there's a large group filled with consultants that I will add you all to. And that is where consultants will advertise to other consultants about their sales groups. And they will do this for 2 reasons. One, let's say there's already an established group, but they need to fill 10 spots for Tuesday. They will post that on a first come, first served basis. And those are great to try out because usually they're very established. They have a lot of customers already. Then if a consultant wants to start their own group, that's also a great place to find it. That consultant will post in this group and say, hey guys, I'm starting a new multi. Who would like to join? Here's the theme, here's the info. If this works for you, send me a message. So those are the 2 ways that I suggest you start looking for multis up front. And let's have a conversation because we can actually figure out which multis are best for you to do. Okay, now I want to talk a little bit about which multis are good. So multis are really going to be a trial and error for you. So some are going to be fantastic and really generate a lot of sales for you, and others are just going to be a bust. So it's all trial and error, just like everything in sales is, everything that's a part of LuLaRoe. So don't get discouraged, because I have some sales where I'll sell 20 items a night, and then I'll have some where I'll sell nothing, but I'll have to do like a giveaway. So don't worry, it happens. That's just how retail works. So which are good? My personal suggestions are, I don't like sales that require every consultant to do a giveaway. So let's say there's a sale that has 50 consultants selling, and each one of them does a giveaway. It's going to take over the wall. People are not going to be shopping. They're going to be participating in those giveaways since there's so many. And you know how people are, even if their chance is 0.0001, they still get their hopes up. So I don't like those. If there's a few giveaways, that's great, but I would not join groups that have like 100 consultants and every consultant has to do a giveaway that night. Also, I'm not a big fan of groups that ask you to charge $5 per shipping. I haven't had too much luck with those. Perhaps other people have great luck because it encourages customers to buy more. Maybe I'll buy 5 items and only pay $5 per shipping. But most multis offer free shipping or $3 shipping. So that's a competition for those $5 groups. So I would just give up those $2, who cares? And you're better off, getting into a multi and actually having sales. So my personal suggestion for my team is to avoid the groups that make you charge each person, each customer, $5 or so or more. What else did I want? And then a few groups do ask you to contribute $10 a month for advertising on Facebook. I'm a huge fan of this, mainly because it brings in new customers, but it keeps the number of consultants in that group the same. So if there's 50 consultants selling and every week, 500 new customers come into the group, that increases your chances of selling. So I like those groups. Just make sure you know the group, you know who's in charge, so that money is actually going to advertising. And finally, let's just talk a little bit about the pros and cons of doing multis. I know some teams discourage them greatly. I totally understand why, but here's the deal. I'm in some multis where I sell maybe 20 items. There are girls who have huge inventories. They sell 50, 60 items in a night. How amazing is that? That's thousands of dollars of profit. So you guys, if you find a good multi, keep doing it, because there's nothing wrong with selling your inventory in a multi and moving your inventory. So pros would be new customers. Every time you sell, let's say 10 items in a night, you will have 10 people's email addresses. And then guess what you can do? Eventually, you can send out a little email saying, hey, all my past customers, please join my VIP group. I'm giving a $5 credit for you guys all to use on anything, or free shipping for the next month. And then those people that you've met at the multi, some of them will actually join your VIP group. They already know that you're a good consultant. They've dealt with you. They've received the package from you. So why not? And now they have an incentive to shop. So new customers is one great way. 2, it actually helps you move inventory. So let's say every week you sell 20 items in the multis, you're able to purchase more inventory for your actual VIP group. And 3, income, that's very important. And, I think it's a great idea. The cons are, they do take your time away from your VIP group. So instead of doing, a fun sale in your group, you're now focusing on that multi-consultant sale. Unless you can really manage things well, you will be taking some time away. Two, it takes time. You might have a job in that multi. It'll take about 20 to 30 minutes to upload the photos. You have to manage that multi. So it does take some time. And then the biggest con of doing multis is that you are required to post advertisement in your VIP group every time you do a multi, which means, let's say you do 2 multis every day of the week. You just stick your inventory in 2, right? No one's going to do that. That's way too much, but let's just say you do. So every time you post that ad in your VIP group, guess what? Your current VIPers are going to get a notification. And if every time they go into your VIP group, they see it's a spam, it's something that has to do with advertising, they're just going to stop going to your VIP group. They're going to stop looking at your notifications. So my suggestion is maybe do 2 a week, 3 a week. Find the ones that you're actually selling in. If there are some where you're selling 0 to 1 items, then don't do them. If there are others that you're selling 5 to 10, in the beginning of your LuLaRoe career or your LuLaRoe business, then do those. Stick to them and just do them every week, every 2 weeks. So that is my, my little spiel about multis. I hope this is interesting for you guys and informational. And send me a comment message if you have any questions. But, we can talk one-on-one on which multis I'm going to add you to, which ones you should do. And like I said, I would not do more than 2 or 3 a week just because, sadly, if you keep spamming your VIP group, they will not respond. So multis are great as long as you do the right ones.